topic is organizing for testing. So, organizing for testing. So actually, software development involves two concurrent processes: building the software and testing it. It does not matter whether testing is performed by developers by an independent test team. What is important is that someone has responsibilities for testing. Okay, so we go for one diagram like a workbench. This is the workbench of diagram. Okay, so here appointment the test manager, define the scope of testing, appointment the test team, verify the development documentation, validate the test estimation and status reporting process. Okay, this is do and check process. This is do and check process and workbench for organizing test diagram. Okay, so this is the fourth unit, step by seven step software testing process. It is first of all, it is a input processor like project documentation. This includes the project plan, objectives, scope and the outputs. The software development process, this includes the procedures and standard to be followed during the project implementation. Here some procedures are there, like first one, the task one is appointment the test manager. Appointment the test manager. Here in this diagram, first task is appoint the test manager. So appoint the test manager regardless of whether testing is performed by in-house developers, independent testers. The someone needs to be responsible for testing. The test manager is following responsibilities. Okay, so uh, next one is define the scope of testing and appoint the test team. In this place, if the manager cannot be fulfill these the responsibilities alone, other individuals should be assigned to the test team to assist him or her. Responsibilities may change based on the size of project. So the second one is uh, define the scope of testing. Scope of testing. So in this way, the traditionally software testing validated that the specification were implemented as specified. Previous discussions on testing scope expand the definition to include determining whether use needs are met, identifying whether the project was implemented. In this scope of testing, the task of defining the testing, here the scope of testing may be defined the test mission. In other words, if the testers are to ensure that the system meets the user's needs, the test manager would not have to define that in the test scope. So, likewise, if testers are assist users in developing and implementing an acceptance test plan, if the test mission is not specific about testing scope and are there a specific objectives to be accomplished. The next one go to task 3, appointment the test team. So appointment the test manager. Here, regardless regardless the testing is performed by in-house developers or independent testers. Someone needs to be responsible for testing. The test manager has to following responsibilities. Define the scope of testing, appoint the test team. So test team, define the testing process and deliverability produced, right? Oversees the test plan. Here, they analyze the test result and write the test reports. If the test manager cannot fulfill these responsibilities alone, other individuals should be assigned to the test team to assist him or over. Okay, the next one go to the verify the development document. So verify the development document. In this task, so in this task, testers rely on the development documentation to prepare test that determine desired result. If the development documentation is vague, testers cannot be determined the expected results. For example, an expectation that the system should be easy to use is not specific enough test. It is not good practice for the tester to define the expected result or indicated results are adequate. It is important prior to test for planning to determine the completeness, correctness of development documentation. The tester should be concerned the documentation process will fail to assistant in planning and managing resources, help to plan and implement testing procedures, help to transfer knowledge of software development throughout the life cycle, promote common understanding and expectation about system within the organization, and if the software is purchased between the buyer and seller. So next one, the last one is validated the test. So validated test estimate project status report process. Okay. uh, Troubled project have two common characteristics. The project estimate is inadequate and the status report of the development efforts is misleading. The objective of validating the project estimate is to determine the what resources will be available to produce and test software. Resources include staff, computer time, and because a good estimate shows when the how cost will be incurred. It can be used not only to justify software development and testing, but also a management control tool. Okay.